Mercury Retrograde, we hear those words, but what on earth does it mean? Back to get us centered with the universe is astrologist to the stars, Mr. Pacheco. And he brought his computer. Hi. I'm well. How are you?
I'm great, great.
Good to see you.
I wanted to explain Mercury Retrograde because it really unnerves people, and it's for like 3 months. Every 3 months for like 3 weeks. So what it really is, it's a universal course correction. It's a reboot for people to go back and look at their past relationships, people, places, things. You got to go back and straighten things out.
Okay.
Quite often there will be mechanical failures that need to be, things have to be fixed.
My phone has been buggy for like 2 weeks.
There you go, okay. That's specifically communications, because Mercury rules electronics and communications. And when the planet is theoretically kind of moving backwards in that period of time, it's not the most wonderful time to start things brand new.
Let me interrupt you real quick. Let me take you a quick step back. As far as Mercury retrograde is concerned, are we talking planets and movements of planets?
The planet of Mercury is moving kind of backwards.
And what happens is this planetary movement affects how we feel.
And we think and we speak.
Everybody.
Sometimes you can say the wrong thing and put your foot in your mouth and you mean to. Or someone could say, oh, I know where that is, right over there. It's that they give you great directions, completely the wrong directions. They didn't mean to give you the wrong directions, but they did. Or someone says, I can fix this, and come over and they fix it, and they do it totally wrong, and then you have to get someone else to come, or he comes back the second time to fix it.
Let me ask you this.
Sometimes it takes it 2 times.
So for people that are skeptical as far as Mercury retrograde, or just a lot of what we're talking about.
Even people that are non-believers in astrology believe in Mercury retrograde.
Because there's tangible results.
Because it's absolutely tangible.
Okay.
Like there are examples of the moon, how it affects us, and the tides and all that. Well, Mercury does too. All the planets do as well. Sometimes they're more covert, they're more quiet. But Mercury's in your face a little bit more. So
okay, so get back to this.
Actually, it's a horrible time to start something brand new. The Titanic sunk in Mercury retrograde. Because that's, if you look at the story, it's all about communication.
Well, everything can't just stop during Mercury retrograde. You can't just stop what you're doing.
No, no. But it is a great time to just go visit your family or see old friends. The good part of Mercury retrograde is hearing from old relationships and old friends and seeing people you knew before, and maybe you fix that relationship a little bit. Sometimes some are meant to come back into your life, and there's more gas left in that tank of that romantic situation, and then it can repeat itself over again. You go, oh, now I know why it ended to begin with, and then it can properly end. So when things are left loose-ended, they come back. They're meant to be.
Yeah.
So, but people are annoyed because it's like a lot of miscommunicating, a lot of like screwed up repairs, things break down, your car breaks down all of a sudden, things you've been avoiding. But it's also great to wrap up old deals and lawsuits and real estate deals. Things finally close sometimes. I've seen that quite a lot in Mercury retrograde. Okay,
so let me take you a step back. So you mentioned that every 3 months for 3 weeks.
Yes, and the next one is October 31st through November 19th.
Okay.
That's the next one.
Now, if you're
every 3 months.
Now, if your birthday falls within a certain window as far as retrograde, is it affecting you differently?
It does. It makes people kind of late bloomerish a little bit, because they went through life quite a bit in denial about certain things, and they grew up a little bit later than a lot of people. People born with that in their natal chart. Because I see that when I look at someone's chart, I can see it right away. And usually they are late bloomers.
Let me ask you this. So we're going to give the viewers in just a moment your information that's actually right there for you, askferdie.com. This is something that you can work with clients on.
Absolutely.
All right. And several other things. If you'd like to reach out to Ferdie for a reading or to talk about Mercury retrograde and how that affects you, you can find his info right there on the screen. A big thanks to Ferdie and a big thanks to you. And that wraps up this edition of Desert Living. We'll see you soon. Let me finish speaking. Have a great day.
Thank you.